Hey guys!
Hey!
It's good to see you again. And today we'd like to answer a very controversial question about the vaccines.
So we're taking a risk, but it was asked. This is
Yeah.
one of the questions we received. So we want to be open, vulnerable with you, and we will answer in two parts.
And not any kind of vaccine, but the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah.
There's been many people asking the question, because they're going through a tough time, even among their own families. Some family members refused the vaccine, others took the vaccine. So as believers, what are we supposed to do now?
So we'll answer in two times. So first step, we're going to give you our own personal position, and then we will give you our position when we interact with other people.
So for us, we answered this question about the vaccines long time ago. When we first became missionaries, we had no choice but to take some vaccines to travel overseas. For instance, if you go to Africa, you have no choice. You need the yellow fever vaccine, or if you catch the yellow fever disease, then you're going to die. There is no other option. So we moved to Southeast Asia. We had to get some vaccines. We made the decision to
20 years ago, we did
them.
that already. We would not have been able to pursue our ministry without those vaccines 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And in this season, with this pandemic and this COVID-19, same situations. We would not have been able to travel without the vaccine. So we have decided to take it.
Are vaccines perfect? I'm sure not. It's like any area of the human research and medicine. Human research makes progress. Sometimes we say one thing and then 20 years later we say something different because science made progress and there's new discoveries that took place. So nothing's perfect that human beings do. Indeed, there's always a risk when you get a vaccine. You can always have a strong reaction. You can get sick. But let's be honest. The life expectancy is really a lot longer today than it was even just 30 years ago. And look at the numbers between the countries where medicine has been really developed a lot and many people have access to it, and other countries where it's not the case. Life expectancy is a lot greater in those developed countries than others. Why? Because medicine is really helpful, even if indeed there's multiple cases of examples where medicine hurt people, but it was not its first interest or goal or objective. So let's think about polio. I mean, polio almost disappeared all around the globe. Because of what? Because of vaccines.
So for us, the trust was easy. We've done it. Now, in our close inner circle, people we love closely to our heart, some of them are vaccinated, some are not. Some are not because they are against the vaccines, and some are not because they cannot for different reasons. So we have every situation in our inner circle. So our very important recommendation is, please keep loving each other. We don't choose to love someone because they agree with us. We don't choose to love someone because they love the same things as we do. We choose to love someone for themselves, for who they are, by respecting their position as well. So no dispute, no leaving your family behind. Please keep alive those recommendations from Jesus himself. Love each other.
So I think it's very important that being vaccinated or not will not become a way to define someone, to put a label on someone and define his or her identity. Let's not go that far. There's been many casualties, I'd say, among believers on those topics. Many casualties inside families or friends who are not talking to each other anymore. This is not the testimony we're supposed to give to the rest of the world. So as believers, you have the right to be in favor of vaccines, and you haven't lost your faith because of that.
It's not a salvation question here.
It's not a salvation question at all. And you have the right to be against the vaccines, but let's not fall into extreme positions. And then let's keep in mind that we are, first of all, believers, and our first responsibility is to give a balanced testimony of who Christ is and who we are in Christ to the rest of the world. Vaccines should not define who we are in this world.
So whether you're vaccinated or not, we choose to love you, and we do love you.
And we hope you keep loving us at the same time.
Yes, may God bless you in your choices, your life, your family, and wherever you are. See you soon.
Blessings on you.